Anybody here ever read Uncle Tom's Cabin? By the way, don't confuse it with Tom Sawyer or Huck Finn. Okay, I have about 4 or 5 hands that have been raised. And that's normal. That is normal. 4 or 5 hands. Uncle Tom's Cabin, by the way, the reason I'm talking about Uncle Tom's Cabin is because of my views of wanting to create a colorblind society. People call me an Uncle Tom. Isn't that strange? I want to create a colorblind society and people call me an Uncle Tom. I'll tell you a quote. I'll tell you who said this quote after I say it. Said, "We have learned in the course of our freedom struggle that the needs of the 20 million Negroes are not truly separable from the needs of the 200 million whites and Negroes, all of whom would benefit from a colorblind land of plenty." Guess who said that? Martin Luther King Jr. And today I call for a colorblind society. They call me an Uncle Tom. This is the definition of an Uncle Tom. A black man who will do anything to stay in good standing with the white man, including betray his own people. That is the common definition of an Uncle Tom. Now, I had been called all kinds of names, including that, so I figured let me go read the book and see what an Uncle Tom is. A little bit of background on Uncle Tom's Cabin. It was written by a white abolitionist, short lady, Harriet Beecher Stowe. When Abraham Lincoln met her, he said, "So you're the little lady who started the Great War." It came out in 1852. It sold more copies in the 48 years that it was around than any other book, second only to the Bible. And it was banned by the Democrats. If you don't want somebody to read something, what is it they're trying to control? Information. They're trying to control what's in that book. So I figured when I heard that they banned it, I said, and by the way, we don't read that in school. We don't read the original Uncle Tom's Cabin in school. You might read the cartoon version, but you don't read the original version of it. So I figured, let me read it and see what's in it, see what they're trying to control. Uncle Tom had 4 masters in the book. The 3rd master was a lazy kind of a master. He lived in New Orleans, Louisiana. He had slaves, but he didn't care too much about slavery, so he let his slaves run around and do whatever they wanted to do. And one day he said to Tom, "Tom, I'm going to give you your freedom. I'm going to let you go." Tom had a wife and kids in Kentucky, and he's in Louisiana. And his master says, "I'm going to let you go." And here's the dialogue. It's so profound, I'll probably use that word a lot, that I had to put it in my book. He said, "I suppose so, Tom, and you'll be going off and leaving me in a month or so, though why you shouldn't know, mortal knows." And this is what Tom said to his master. "Not while master is in trouble. I'll stay with master as long as he wants, so as I can be of any use." He has a wife and kids in Kentucky. His master says, "I'm going to give you your freedom. Go take care of your family and your kids." And Tom says, "Not while master is in trouble. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to hang out here." What would compel Tom to stay? I call it the progressives' attack on Christianity. The reason that they do not want you to read Uncle Tom's Cabin. Let me finish the dialogue. "Not while master is in trouble. I'll stay with master as long as he wants me, so as I can be of any use." "Not while I'm in trouble," Tom said, Sinclair looking sadly out the window. "And when will my trouble be over?" "When Master Sinclair is a Christian." When Master Sinclair is a Christian. You see, Tom in the book was a preacher, and he didn't care if you were a slave owner or a slave. His job, his path, his goal was given to him by God is to convert people to the Lord Jesus Christ, to bring them closer to the Lord Jesus Christ, is to save their souls. And when he was given his freedom, he looked at his master and he said, "You're this close. You're this close to having your soul saved. I'll stay here until you're a Christian." Who among us would do that? Can you understand a little bit why the progressives don't want us to read Uncle Tom's Cabin? He had his 4th master whipped him to death. Literally, whipped him to death. He used 2 overseers, Quimbo and Sambo, to do the work. And as Tom lay dying, he looked up at his master and said this, I forgive ye with all my soul. I forgive ye with all my soul. Ever heard that before? Sound familiar? Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. I forgive ye with all my soul. And to the two overseers that did the job, that whipped him, Quimbo and Sambo, in his dying breath, those two overseers ran to Tom, knelt by him, and said, Tom, tell us about this Jesus. Tell us about this Jesus that's always surrounding you. And he looked up at the two men that took two whips to him and literally killed him. And he said this to those two men, I'd be willing to bear all I have if it'll only bring ye to Christ. O Lord, give me these two more souls, I pray. Ladies and gentlemen, they do call me an Uncle Tom quite often. And I'm here to tell you that I hope and I pray that in my lifetime, I actually could be an Uncle Tom. Why don't we take a break?